Everyone saw the headline: Jay-Z leaves the country. New Epstein files drop. But what almost no one noticed was the exact timeline. Because once you line up the dates, the movement, and the silence, this stops looking like a vacation and starts looking like strategy. Here's what we know from public record. January 2025. A new batch of unsealed documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case is released to the public. We're talking court filings, flight logs, names that had been redacted for years suddenly out in the open. The media cycle explodes. Social media goes nuclear. And within days, Jay-Z is spotted outside the United States. Now, on the surface, that doesn't sound like much. The man travels. He's a billionaire. He's got business interests across the globe. He owns a champagne brand. He's got stakes in entertainment companies. He's married to literally Beyonce. International travel is part of the job description. But here's the thing people missed. The timing wasn't just close. It was immediate. And for someone who's built an entire empire on calculated moves and image control, that kind of urgency, that's not random. Let's rewind for a second, because this isn't the first time Jay-Z's name has floated around Epstein-adjacent conversations. Back in 2020, when Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, forums and gossip pages started connecting dots. Not because Jay was named in anything official, he wasn't, but because of proximity, events, parties, the kind of elite circles where Epstein operated before his arrest and eventual death. We're talking fundraisers in the Hamptons, galas in Manhattan, the kind of exclusive events where billionaires, politicians, and entertainment moguls all overlap. Fans brushed it off at the time. The Bayhive defended him. And Jay himself? Silence. Total silence. Which, for someone who's released entire albums addressing rumors, for someone who turned cheating allegations into a Grammy-winning confessional, for someone who's never been afraid to control his own narrative, that felt notable. But again, no direct accusations, no legal filings. Just online theories that never quite caught fire until now. When this latest batch of Epstein documents hit, the reaction was instant. Twitter exploded with trending topics. Reddit went into full detective mode. TikTok started pulling together timelines, matching names to flight logs, cross-referencing events from the 90s and 2000s. And while Jay-Z's name didn't appear in any new incriminating context, didn't show up on flight manifests, wasn't mentioned in depositions, the conversation around him spiked hard. People started asking questions. Not accusations, questions. Was he ever on the island? Did he know Epstein personally? Did they do business together? Why has he never publicly addressed any of this? And here's the kicker. Those questions started trending. Not in some dark corner of the internet. Not on conspiracy theory subreddits. On mainstream platforms, Instagram comments, Twitter threads with hundreds of thousands of impressions. The kind of visibility that makes PR teams sweat. The kind of attention that, if you're someone like Jay-Z, you don't just ignore. Because what happened next is what makes this whole thing feel less like coincidence and more like chess. Within 48 hours of the files going public, Jay-Z is photographed overseas. Reports say Europe. Some outlets claim it's business-related, meetings for his cognac brand or music ventures. Others suggest it's a family trip, quality time with Beyonce and the kids. But here's what nobody's talking about: the complete absence of any statement from his camp.
No denial. No clarification.
No press release saying these rumors are baseless. No Instagram post.
No tweet.
Nothing. And for someone who's handled PR crises with surgical precision for decades, someone who turned the elevator incident into album material, someone who responded to infidelity rumors with an entire artistic redemption arc, someone who's always controlled the narrative. This silence is deafening. Let's talk about optics. Because in celebrity crisis management, there's a playbook. It's not complicated. You either get ahead of the story, or you disappear until it dies. Jay chose option 2. But here's the problem. The internet doesn't let stories die anymore. Not like it used to. In 2005, you could lay low for 2 weeks and the news cycle would move on. In 2025, the story follows you. It mutates. It grows. Reddit threads started compiling every public appearance Jay ever made at galas, fundraisers, industry events, cross-referencing them with known Epstein connections. Were they at the same events? The same parties? Did they have mutual friends in common? Again, none of this is evidence of wrongdoing. None of it proves anything illegal or even unethical. But in the court of public opinion, proximity is enough to fuel suspicion. And the longer Jay stayed silent, the louder the speculation got. Here's where the story shifts from celebrity gossip to something else entirely: power, control, and the limits of image management. Because Jay-Z's entire brand is built on being untouchable. The man who came from Marcy Projects and became a billionaire. The one who went from selling drugs to selling out stadiums. The one who married the biggest pop star on the planet. The one who sits courtside with NFL commissioners. Who rubs shoulders with presidents. Who has Barack Obama's phone number. His reputation isn't just clean, it's curated. Every move calculated. Every narrative controlled. Every controversy handled. But this is different. Because unlike cheating rumors, business disputes, or even the Solange elevator situation, this is about association. And in 2025,